Hi there, this is Gary Kent with Keller Williams, and welcome to another Story Time with Gary. Let's take a look at what we have this week. Hi there, it's Gary Kent, and this week's story is kind of gives you an idea of other things about a realtor's life. Because I'll tell you that if you watch some of those TV shows like $1 Million Listing, etc., they present this life of real estate agents, which is nowhere near accurate. So the life of a real estate agent is, showing homes and this and that, but sometimes other things happen. And the thing that I remember that happened one time that I'll never forget really was I talked to this very sweet older woman. She was not in great health. She needed to sell her home. She was really overwhelmed by living in her home. She was nervous about selling it. So I think I'd been to her home before and talked to her, and I went back a second time. So I knocked on the door, and after, probably about 30 seconds, she made it to the door. And so she opened the door, and she was there with her dog and a medium-sized bird on her shoulder. So I said hello to her, and I'll just say her name was Betty. I said, "Hello, Betty," and she said hello, and just at that moment, her dog starts to get out the door. And so I put my leg to stop the dog, and at that moment, poor Betty starts to fall backwards. So I reach out to grab her, and I grab her sweater to prevent her from falling backwards, and then the bird bites me and basically is like hanging on, but I'm hanging on to Betty because I don't want her to fall down. And fortunately, I was able to, I don't know what, but maybe pull my hand down, the bird stopped biting me, and the dog got in the door. And then ultimately, we're able to sell Betty's home, and she got a whole lot of money from that, and then was able to live happily ever after, getting into a retirement community. So that is this week's story. I debated whether I should tell it because it's kind of a wild story, but it does have a happy ending that we were able to help Betty, which was not a real name, but help her get into a better place. So that's this week's story. And if there's anything we can do for you to help you get into a better place, please call me. You can call me at 858-457-KENT, and that's 858-457-5368, extension 411 if you get voicemail. Email is gary@garykent.com. Talk to you soon. Thanks.